My name is Fernando Cruz. I'm a reliever.
Here's Cruz home with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
I grew up in Dorado, Puerto Rico. It started when we moved from one home to another home, and this new home had a lot of neighbors that played baseball. That wake up the love for the game. I started out just throwing to a wall. There was this neighbor that used to go every afternoon, and I used to be throwing all day. He stopped one day, and I asked my mom if he can take me to practice, and everything started at that moment. I was 10 years old. He bring me to practice. I had jeans on, and from that moment on, the first thing that stands out was my arm. 2007 was an emotional year for me. I put myself eligible 2007 draft, and I was a little kid, 17 years old. I remember we were at home. I got my advisor at the moment with me, and all families waiting for that call. I was a little bit anxious. All of a sudden, they picked me up in the sixth round. There was a person that told me this could be the best day of your life, but at the same time, it could be the worst time. If it could be the worst day of your life too. My journey to the big leagues was kind of like I had to reinvent myself a lot of times, and they give me a shot. Like the first outing pitching. To resume a little bit, the first outing pitching, I got hurt. I got in pain, really in pain. My arm was about to fall off, and then released me after the season. And that's I think was the most important thing in my life, that I got released and I could just grab a ball and pitch a lot. I stayed in a local league back in Puerto Rico called AA, Liga de Béisbol Superior AA de Puerto Rico. And I pitched there for 2 years, over 200 innings, and I developed myself as a pitcher. 2015, I played for the Cubs. I made it up to AAA, didn't do good. I got signed back with the Cubs in 2016, spring training. They released me in spring training, and I went to independent ball, played for the New Jersey Jackals, did really good. And that's when the click started happening. In 2020 was the pandemic. I think that's when I reinvent myself as a pitcher. In 2022, I got picked up by the Reds, and then everything works out. 22 was a crazy year. It was an amazing things happened. Like at the end of spring training, Jeremy Farrell, the farm director, told me, "Hey man, congratulations, you made the organization." And at the end, they sent me to AAA. First 4 days I didn't pitch. The fifth day we were losing 4-0. And the eighth, he told me, "Hey, you got the ninth." We were losing 4-0, like meaningless situation. We scored 5 runs in the eighth, and I got the opportunity to save.
0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, short center field. Out is the shortstop, Hernandez. He's there, he makes the catch. And the Bats have their first win of 2022. They come off the mat with 4 runs in the 8th inning to defeat the St. Paul Saints tonight by the final score of 5-4.
Same situation come like 3 days later. Do it again. He come to me and tell me, "Hey man, you're my guy. You're gonna be my closer." So there was this September 1. August 31st. I think it was August 31st. We were playing, and then the game was 2-1. I think it was. We tied the game in the 7th. I was doing my routine, whatever. And in front of me, like crossing by me, he told another guy, "Hey, you have the 9." Like he wanted me to hear that, like somebody else had the 9. And I look at him, I was like, "Okay, perfect. Maybe a rest day. I pitched the day before. Maybe okay, perfect." So he pitched the 9. The game was over. We lost. He was like red, really mad. He started yelling at us, "Hey, I want a meeting in 5 minutes in the clubhouse. I want everyone." It's like, oh Jesus, something is wrong here. Like, he was mad. He never is that mad. Like, why you're mad? Like, what's going on? Like, and then we used to drive to the field in scooters, electric scooters. So and then he started talking about the scooters. You guys think this is a ice cream thing that you came and ringing those bells every day? But he was really, really mad. I was like, Jesus, man. And I was the first one to do that. Riding by his office, bling, bling. I would ring the bell every day. Hey, PK, bling, bling. Like, I'm tired of that. You almost run through, you almost run over a woman the other day, and they start complaining about that. And you guys say, and you. And he pointed at me. I was like, oh, it's not. Yeah, you. He told me, you're going to have to take that scooter to Cincinnati because you're going to the big leagues. Oh. And my world came down, man. I got on my knees, and like, everybody started crying. My teammates, the coaches, everybody started crying. I used to pitch to pay rent, to pay my car, to pay, like, for me to be able to pay my bills, I had to pitch and win and produce. Now I don't have to. Like, I'm enjoying the game. I'm getting paid. I'm a big leaguer. I'm an MLB pitcher. And I don't do it. And I don't do it to pay my bills. I do it because I love the game, and I do it because I have a talent that was given to me, and that's how I see it. Like, as soon as I heard that phone ring on the bullpen, I knew it was me. And I just start telling, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I don't deserve anything of this, and you are making me actually living this. It's an amazing thing.
They converted him to a pitcher. Latched on with the Cubs. Spent a few years with them. The 2-2 pitch, cut on and missed, and down on strikes Brendan Rodgers. First big league strikeout for Fernando Cruz, and that's how he begins the sixth.
And it looks like he's got a pretty nice, it looks like a changeup that is a split finger pitch, and he sold that as a fastball.
It was something that I would never forget. I will talk my kids, to my grandkids about it, always, because when I walked to that door, I felt like, wow, it counted, like everything counted. Like, after that day, I woke up in the middle of the night, thinking, whoa, there's no more going up from here. This is it. This is where there's no more levels after this. Like, this is the big leagues. You are in the big leagues. And an hour later, I woke up and I would just feel myself. This is really happening. Like, it happened. It did happen to me for like 5 straight days. That I woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep. I was anxious. Wow, I have a lot of responsibility on my shoulder now. This is not like I have a city, I have a state. Like, everything starts spinning around. And I remember I started praying at the time. I remember in Milwaukee, they bring me in with bases loaded, Hunter Renfroe as a hitter, 2 outs, and he flew out, and the inning was over.
In the biggest spot of his early major league run, 1-run game, bases full count, 2 outs. In the air to center, Friedel underneath. And Fernando Cruz hops and claps his hand against his glove as he crushes the Brewers' momentum and leaves them loaded.
And that was the moment that I step on the ground and say, no, hold on. This is the game. That was the moment that told me, hey man, this is baseball. This is the same thing you were doing the whole life. Now it's time to work. It's time to work. It's not time to worry about anything. It's not time to think about anything. It's time to execute and work, like everything you've done your whole career. That's it. This is my gift. Everybody has gift. Eli De La Cruz has 5 gifts. I have one. I have maybe 2 because my arm is strong, and that's the second one.
He's shown that he's not a very good breaking ball hitter.
So did you use the split finger here? We go back to the cutter.
Put it right on top of home plate. You got 2 outs.
Here's Cruz home with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It was the split. Right on top of home plate. The inning's over. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fernando Cruz strikes out the side of the 8th, all on the split finger. He struck out all 4 batters that he faced tonight.
It's something that I developed with the time. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of time to develop. Emotions are part of the game. When you go into the game and you are really a piece for the game to win. I come in situations that, I mean, it's a do or die situation. Like bases loaded, nobody out. Second and third, nobody out. 1 out. The game on the line, you get out of it. You have to. I mean, you have to go. You have to let the emotion go, because you work so hard and you do a lot of stuff to make that happen. And I especially for me, I had to work a lot to be in that position. And now I'm just having fun. Now it's time to enjoy all that we have to work for. And for me, letting those emotions go means the world for me. Identify me with the fans, and I let everybody know that I was ready for that moment, and it finally happened. For me, it's all about giving back. It's all about to make everybody around me important. I don't care what's your title, what you work. I'm gonna treat you like you are one of my teammates, like you are my manager. I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna honor you, because you are a creation of my Lord. Giving back, it's something that is in my heart. If I have the opportunity to do it, I will never lose it, and I will do it more than I would do baseball 100 times. I just want to remind to everyone that I'm another person, that I'm not more important than you because I'm in the big leagues and I'm a MLB player and I'm an athlete and I look good. No, I'm not more important than you. You are really important for me, and I want to give it back to you as you give it to me. For me, the most important part of that is the kids. The impact I had when I was a kid wasn't the best. From baseball players. I used to call them, hey, can you sign this? Can you sign that? And they used to just keep going. And when I was a teenager, I was like, if I made it to the big leagues, I'm gonna be different. Like, I want to change that. I wanna be able to make them feel important, because I want them to think that it's possible to be a normal person being on that level.